What am I supposed to say?
What's your YouTube
Would you
channel?
stand up and walk I don't really use it anymore. I just use it for my car now.
Okay, so we're with my cousin, a fellow also YouTuber. It's also another YouTuber. Oh yeah, and this dog, Biscuit. Look, come here, Biscuit. Smile at the camera. Look, he's also a YouTuber. Not really. No, he is
No,
sort of. He has his own YouTube channel. It's called Biscuit the Beagle. Whatever. Oh, this is a cute dog. Anyway, you want to react to? You want to react to? Okay.
His reaction is sleeping. That's what his reaction will be.
Anyway,
Sleep, eat, poop.
but go out and check his channel.
I'm right.
And
I mean, dogs and old men are about the
Sleep,
same.
eat, poop, and drink, right?
Dogs and old men are a lot alike.
okay, we can't say our last
That's all we
names.
want.
We can't see our.
Pussy.
Okay.
Hey, this is a YouTube. You can't say it.
Exactly. Yeah, gosh. Okay, so we're going to be reacting to the technology interview, which I hope you can see. We'll turn up to 20. So. Do your intro.
My son is forcing me to make a.
Oh crap. Okay. Sorry.
Intro.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Anyway,
So he wants
I
me to
just
talk
said
about
we're doing
technology. And I'm an old guy. I'm 54.
And how it is improved.
How it's improved since I was a little baby.
Okay.
When I was a child, we had cloth diapers. We didn't have Pampers. Pampers were like a big breakthrough in diaper technology, and that was the onset of disposable diapers. So I used to watch my mother actually take a cloth diaper,
Oh, sorry.
because I had 3 younger siblings. So I used to watch her change their diapers, and then she would actually have to dip the diapers in the toilet water and clean them and like wring them out, and then put them in a special hamper, and they would go to a laundering service. Laundering? Is that a word? And they would, I'm not even looking into the right part of the camera. And then they would have the diapers cleaned and send them back all nice and clean, spick and span, so they could put it around the baby's butthole and do it all over again.
Okay.
That was a big breakthrough in technology. There were things that I saw. I used to watch the Jetsons on TV.
And
The Jetsons used to have these gadgets, and I was like, oh, they'll never have that. They had robots. They had these cooking devices that would cook food like in seconds. And I thought, oh, that'll never happen in my lifetime.
And now there's these things called microwaves and something called Roombas.
Yes, now there's these things called microwaves and something called Roombas. I don't know what Roomba is.
It's a robot vacuum that learns how your house is and then cleans it up.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is that in my lifetime, I have actually saw what people thought as future devices come into fruition and actually become reality. And what is my idea on the whole technology bit? Well, computers. Computers are excellent. But technology in general, I think, is a wonderful thing. I think that it improves everyone's life. It makes life easier. Also makes things more complex and makes life busier and faster. Technological advances in communications is just unbelievable with phones, cell phones, and iPads, and the PC.
And the Google Glass and the iWatch.
What Steve Jobs did for that technology,
It's amazing.
film and computers and music, is equivalent or exceeds what Edison did with the light bulb in the film industry. And a subtitle would be Bill Gates with software. Steve Jobs was more of a hardware guy, and you gotta have the hardware to install the software. So anyway, I gotta have more.
I'm gonna
I
have.
would put more emphasis on hardware,
I'm gonna.
especially since Windows
I'm gonna.
8.1 sucks.
I'm gonna.
Glad to see they have a new version coming out soon that models the old Windows that we all knew and loved and hated to see go when 8.1 came in. Anyway, technology. What else about technology?
I wanna ask you a few questions, and you will answer them.
Okay.
You will answer them for me.
I'm being interviewed.
Okay, so I know this is what I was supposed to say, not you giving like a 20-minute long speech.
Okay.
Anyway, so when you got Pong from Poppy and had no idea what the heck it was, would you actually think, modern technology improving as this awesome graphics? I wanted it for you just read the.
Okay, Pong. He's asking me about Pong, which was made by Atari. It was a video game. The first video game that I know of, the first one that I ever saw, the first one that I played, and actually was really good at it and could beat all my siblings. I used to beat my sister so bad at the game that I actually gave her an advantage by playing with my feet. Because it would be like, I forget what Pong went up to 21, I think. 21-0, I would beat her 20.
10, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was like ping pong, it went to 21. I think. I don't remember. And that was a long time ago. That was like in 1977, I think. Anyway, it could have been 76. So I would play her with my foot, actually holding, there were like just 2 dials. And I would control the dial with my foot, my right foot. And I would still beat her, but she would always gain points on me. So then I would beat her like 21-12 or something.
Anyway, so.
She started getting pretty good, but she still never beat me, even if I used my feet. So.
Anyway.
And then. I started playing with my ass before I played. Yeah, wait a minute, I'm just joking about that. I never played with my ass.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right. Okay. I meant the Pong game.
I'm sorry, I just crapped myself. Anyway.
Oh, you better go wipe your ass. You wiped your own ass. Okay.
Anyway.
Good to know.
So. So I hope you laughed at me.
Yeah, I really wanted to be doing this. We have to get on the road in the morning, so we need to wrap this interview up.
So, no. Okay, so how do you think? Were you amazed when you saw these graphics? Did you even have the idea of having these graphics of video games, the new video games?
Okay, when I first saw those graphics, it was a square that bounced from one side, one wall to the other, bong, bong, bong,
right,
bong,
but
bong.
what do you think?
It made no sense to me, really. I didn't even know what a video game was. All I knew was my father bought this thing from Sears Roebuck, I think. And it was like a gadget that was maybe, it was pretty pricey.
So what do you think, did you even have the idea of the graphical improvement? I don't know.
Graphical?
Okay, so after Pong, I joined, finished high school, joined the Marines.
Right.
And while I was in the Marines, I had guys that we would go out to different places. And there was one guy, Larry Spence, I was buddies with. He used to play, and was really good, I think, at Asteroids and Space Invaders, Centipede. And I was always amazed. And then I was introduced to these games, and like the graphics were amazing compared to Pong. And so we were like, wow, this was like state of the art when I was a kid. Which now we look back and it's just ridiculous. It's amazing, the graphics, of course, today look like real life. Everybody knew actually at that time when we first saw those video games coming out that, boy, someday, maybe in our lifetime, we'll see graphics that look like real people, And course, that's already come into play for you guys, you spoiled kids who have everything.
Anyway, so
And including a sense of entitlement, so we don't need to go right away.
anyway,
Just kidding.
so anyway, anyway, you make me laugh.
Alright,
Okay,
anyway.
These guys make me laugh. Anyway, so when you saw the James Bond movie, and you saw him like controlling his watch, and it's like you know, like saying whatever, like what time it is, and then like controlling life and stuff like that, as in the James Bond movies, with his own watch, which has come true by Apple, the iWatch. What do you think in your lifetime that happened from James Bond?
Well, right, it was just a fantasy when we saw it on Bond. You know, Sean Connery. Bond, James Bond.
And did you ever think of holograms actually were invented? And that's actually in the Football Hall of Fame. Did you think holograms? So,
Bond, James Bond.
did you think that was actually going to happen? Holograms.
I didn't know what a hologram was until a couple years ago, actually. I saw one with you at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm like, and I saw one, it was a New Year's
It was
party. There was a musician, forget who it was, like Bruno Mars or someone was performing as a hologram. So, you know, I see things like that. We used to watch Star Trek, and of course,
Right.
back then, Beam Me Up, Scotty, and you would see like the guys coming. It looked like a hologram, and then you know they would materialize, and they could be teleported from one place to another. And so that's kind of like when I see a hologram, that's what it looks like to me. Like they're beaming someone down or away. Beam me out of here, Scotty.
So
I know at different points in my life, I wish that Scotty could beam me away. I actually want to do the time is now, right now. I wish I could get beamed into bed right now and get a good night's sleep so I can
So,
travel.
anyway.
Okay, continue with the interview.
Oh my god.
On with the interview.
So we have all this
Go ahead with the
gadgets.
chlorophyll.
Anyway, so we have all these gadgets and stuff, and you think that anything in your lifetime would change, as you said.
Did I think?
You thought it. You thought it.
I knew it would
You thought
change. We used to see, you know, what was a real
No, but I mean, in your
interesting
lifetime.
gadget when I was a kid. I mean, they had the electric knife. I remember when we got an electric knife. That was a big deal. You know, you could carve that turkey like it was effortless. You know, and it was wonderful for my dad, who used to love to use tools like circular saws and sawzalls. He was a carpenter, so getting an electric knife, man, that was a toy in the kitchen for him. It was nice for Mom because then Mom was able to get Dad to do some of the work since he had some power tools in the kitchen. So, you know, I mean, when I was a kid in the 70s, those were the kinds of things that came out that were like impressive. The calculator, okay?
Yeah,
the calculator was a huge deal.
No, the calculator.
The first
was also
calculator I ever saw was like this. It had a keyboard and it had ribbon tape, like a tape reel, like you'd see at a cash register in a grocery store. And you know, it would calculate it, and it had LED numbers on the display screen. And that was fascinating. I remember my father buying one of those, and it was like $120, and it was real expensive. I think from Radio Shack or from wherever he bought it, and that was a huge deal.
I don't think Radio Shack was made then.
You know, the electric can opener, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a very big. Yeah,
Like just kitchen appliances
That
were
and
like big major breakthroughs.
that and the lightsaber, they actually made it. Did you hear about that? That came out in the 60s.
I saw a lightsaber one time on a movie. I can't remember the name of that movie. Oh, it escapes me.
Yeah,
Let me think.
Star Wars. Star Wars.
Wars. Had something to do with wars in the sky. Some kind of sky wars or cloud wars, I think it was.
Or it might have been Sun Wars.
It was Mountain Wars or something.
Yeah, Star Wars, yeah.
Mountain Stars or something. I don't remember. Anyway, I'll think of it. I swear.
Okay, so unfortunately, you didn't enable long time, so we only have 16 minutes to do this. So I'm thinking we should probably sign off right here.
Oh, really?
And so yeah, on
Oh,
the
it's
outro.
over.
Yeah,
Wait, I wanted to talk about
penicillin.
penicillin and eye drops and other things,
Yeah,
vaccinations.
we could do part two. We could do part two.
How about the Jarvis? The Jarvis 1. That was a big deal in the 70s. You guys ever hear of that? That was the first mechanical heart. I guess the doctor's name that invented it was Jarvis. Everybody in my era thought that that would become a thing. But now they take a real heart from a deceased person and they actually do the heart transplant, which is much better because the machine made by God is always better than the machine made by man, which has too many issues and problems and components that can go bad.
Okay, so
Can't improve on God's word.
come on, outro.
Anyway, not gonna get all theological on you guys, but
Go on your outro.
go ahead with the chlorophyll.
Come on, outro, please.
Outro? What?
Outro.
The alto sax. Now that was an invention that was long, way before my time.
No, just say your outro. Like, sorry guys, unfortunately we have to.
Oh, look at the time. Son of a gun, we gotta be on the road. Well, it's been a real pleasure chatting with all you freaks down in YouTube land. And this concludes another night of harassment from my son. Anyway, I'd like to salute you all for watching, and God bless each and every one of you. God bless America, nowhere else.
We gotta upload this.
And I'm here to tell you, your president, Richard Nixon, and I am Michael. Checkers, where'd you go, Checkers?
Okay, bye guys. Bye guys. Bye guys.
I'm resigning as of noon tomorrow.
Yeah, I stopped it there. Okay. So, guys, this has been a pleasure of, I think this is my first ever reaction video ever on YouTube. I mean, ever on B.O.A. I mean, I never had a reaction video. I never put a reaction video on B.O.A. 1 and B.O.A. 2. So, yeah. And coming up in the future, I might do videos about Five Nights at Freddy's and Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which I think came out, the demo or something. People saying it's out or something. I can't follow it because it said it would be out on Halloween. It just might be the demo, but like they say at the end or whatever, I don't know. But anyway. Also, there's going to be a movie on Five Nights at Freddy's. So, if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, a comment. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and support. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe. Let's do this stuff. And so, yeah, guys.